اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد طب القلوب ودوائها وعافية الأبدان وشفائها ونور الأبصار وضيائها وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم. Oh Allah, we are grateful and we offer our thanks to you for the opportunity of gathering here today. Alhamdulillah, shukrulillah. May Allah give us all openings and insights that will nourish and sustain us. May Allah guide us to keep our adab towards ourselves and each other impeccable. And may Allah forgive all of us for our shortcomings and only reflect the best sides of ourselves to each other during the course of this weekend. I'd like to welcome you all to the Rasooli Center on behalf of everybody who has made this happen. We have a large presence of brothers and sisters from Sweden this year, which makes it a very Scandinavian gathering. And I hope that the smorgasbord that we will have of talks over the next 2 days will be nourishing and sustaining to us all. A few announcements first. The inevitable, please switch off your phones or put them on silent. If there is any emergency, such as a fire, the assembly point is in the car park. And for any assistance, you can please contact Asia, who is at the reception, and any of the other people who look like they're in charge, but no, they're not, and they're just serving and doing their best. Alhamdulillah. I'd like to thank you all for the jihad that you have all engaged in coming here. I won't say whose jihad is greater, because the effort and the intention of coming here requires commitment, focus, arrangements, and the will to see it through. Of course, by jihad I mean juhud, the extension or the spending your energy and manifesting your intentions to be here. It's not easy to commit and to find the resources to come to such gatherings, but I hope it's rewarding and continues to echo and reverberate throughout the rest of your year. Thank you for coming and honoring us with your presence as well. We're very grateful. So the universality of the human quest, differentiated sameness, is the theme of our gathering. And we've already started with informal gatherings. We had a wonderful Islamo-Christian encounter on Thursday morning. We've had a bit of dhikr and diwan. And today's program, as you know, started off with refreshing, aligning and centering qigong from our beloved sister Yakuta. After our introductions and with Shaykh Mohammad, who is here from Sweden with us, he will be leading you through a bit of focusing and meditation as well. Shaykh Abdullah will be joining us to give us his opening words. And following that, we will be having group sessions chaired by Brother Yusuf Muslim on the universality of the human quest. After lunch and salat, in the afternoon sessions, Yusuf will be giving us a talk on discovering paradise lost, and Alia Hayri will be giving a talk on our life's purpose is to experience the eternity of life itself. Before we break up for tea, there will be another group session on the Garden of Meaning, which is a new publication from Shaykh Allah. After tea, we will have in the Romana a conversation between one of our esteemed guests and speakers, Helene Egno, and myself. Will be an informal conversation, but based in the Romana. And after that, at 5 o'clock to 6:30 will be the evening session, and Munira Khanum is going to be giving us a talk on the universality of the human quest as reflected in the life of Emir Abdul Qadir al-Jazairi of Algeria. and that will be followed by Hajj Mustafa Sterling's presentation on encounters with the awliya. After that we'll have a break, and there will be a dinner, and after the supper there'll be a presentation of the Shaykh Fadlallah Hayri Foundation video project by Imam Nusra and Max Dahlstrand. And after that there's a surprise which hasn't been announced, but there will also be a documentary screening of a film on Darqawi, the early Sufi community, an early Sufi community in the West, in Britain, in Norwich. And those of you, some of you here, might be that long in the tooth that you were there, or knew people who were there. So it might be of historical interest. Alhamdulillah, shukran. I will make announcements for Sunday tomorrow. Alhamdulillah.
Could we turn the fans on?
I would love the fans. So as you can see, I'm melting. I think the fans are there. Shaykh Fadlallah's request to us yesterday evening was to pay attention whilst you're here to the divinity, the voice of divinity, the reflections, the light within you. So I hope that all of us, bearing that reference in mind, will then benefit from whatever is said and unsaid, and the silences in between. Without further ado, I will hand over to Shaykh Mohammad Muslim, and Bismillah, please.
Thank you so much. I again would just like to express my gratitude for everybody who has made it here, all the brothers and sisters who came from Sweden, and those from other places, and you locals who have come here to grace this event with your presence. Really, of course, a lot of people have spent a lot of time and made a lot of effort to make this happen. It is not the first conference, although it is the first conference I am attending, and there's been a lot of work going into it, but really without the attendees it wouldn't be much of a conference anyway. So I think you all deserve our heartfelt and deepest gratitude, because that is really the essence, is that we come together, that we meet, that we together reflect on why we are here and what is our purpose, what is this journey about. And I'm sure we're going to have a wonderful time. I have mainly come to know Shaykh Fadlallah through the retreats we have had in Sweden, on the west coast of Sweden, under the name Where Land Meets Sea. Starting off with actually Shaykh Fadlallah cancelling on coming to a conference in Sweden. As the venue and everything was ready, Brother Abdul Hadi, whom many of you know, phoned me and said, what we're going to do now? I said, let's have it anyway. Let's ask Shaykh Fadlallah if he can suggest someone who could come in his place. And he suggested Shaykh Hussam. So Shaykh Hussam came, and we had a wonderful retreat, and we have since had 14 of those retreats, or maybe even 15, I lost count. And last year Shaykh Fadlallah also came to the retreat in Sweden. I've been here a few times, some of you may have seen me already, and I've always had a wonderful time. This is really very much feels like home. I'm so happy to be here as well. I'm a little bit nervous about sitting here with everybody's focus on me, but I'm sure I'll settle into it as well. Maybe a bit of nervosity is a good thing as well. What do we call it? A bit of stage fright. Anyway, I thought to prepare to make ourselves ready for, although Sister Yakuta has done a fantastic job of giving us the opportunity to do that already, just to focus a bit again, or carry on focusing to make us ready to listen to Shaykh Fadlallah when he will give his opening speech for this conference. I think we will just do a little bit of quiet dhikr together. We will do an exercise that is very common among the different Sufi tariqas, and it is called the pass and fas, which means to be near your breath, or to be aware of your breath. And it is such a simple exercise that it's hardly even an exercise. It is something that you do all the time anyway. All you do is add the focusing, the intention. So while breathing completely normally, not deep breathing, not breathing in a particular, at a particular pace, not breathing extra slow, extra fast, just the way you breathe normally, but be aware of your breath. And imagine, or rather envisage, that with every inhalation you are, as it were, with your breath, mentioning the name Allah, and with every exhalation you're mentioning Hu. So when you inhale Allah, you're more like you think Allah than anything else, and when you exhale, Hu. If we'll just do that for a few minutes, and it can help to focus on a point on the left side of the chest, which is the focusing point of the qalb, of the spiritual heart. So, Allahu. Just breathe normally. If it aids your concentration, by all means close your eyes. Just be there with your breath. When you inhale, Allah. When you exhale, Hu. Another exercise, which is, if possible, even more basic. Our breathing we can control. We can decide when to inhale and when to exhale, at least to a certain limit. But something which at least most of us are not able to control in any way, really, is our heartbeat. So how wonderful would it not be if our every heartbeat would also be in the remembrance of God? So again, without uttering any words, without forming any words with your mouth, just envisage your heart with every beat uttering the holy name of God, Allah, Allah, Allah. Just feel your heart with every beat saying Allah, Allah, Allah. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه wasallam. Staying in that space, trying to concentrate on the three expressions, Allahu Hadiri, Allah is present, Allahu Nadiri, Allah is watching, Allahu Ma'i, Allah is with me. As Allah says in the Quran, وَهُوَ مَعَاكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ, and He is with you wherever you are. So just try to keep that one thought, Allah is with me. Allah is present. Allah is watching. Allah is with me. Allahu Hadiri. Allahu Nadiri. Allahu Ma'i. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه wasallam. And finally, again, without uttering any words, from the depth of your heart, send up a wordless prayer to Allah, to God, for everything that you need and want for yourself, for your beloved and dears, for the whole of the creation. Ya Allah. لا إله إلا الله سيدنا ونبينا وشفيعنا وحبيبنا وسندنا ومولانا محمد رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. Allah, Allah, Allah. Really, all that we ever need, all that we ever want, all that we could ever ask for, all that we could ever wish for, we already have. It is just that we don't realize it. We run around looking for that which we think that we need, that which we imagine that we want. Those things, the situations, people, actions that we imagine will bring us success, will bring us peace, will bring us light. But we don't realize that we already have it. Within, in the deepest of our inner being, is that which is our real essence. That part of us, or that aspect of us, humans, which is divine. And that really is all we need. If we can learn to connect to that inner light, to the divine aspect of all of us, then we are there. Then we do not need anything else. We will not want anything else. That is what we have to learn to do. And that is, at least as far as I understand, why I'm here, what I have to try to go, to realize that there is nowhere to go, there is nowhere to escape, except to that place beyond space and time. And that the portal to access that place lies within us. We are the interface between this world and that which lies beyond this world. We ourselves are that portal. And that is what we need to realize, and that is what we have to learn. Thank you.